enjoyed that. Now for the data section. So pretty much just turn on the remote, the RC2, and you have to zoom in on the map, which is a bit of a pain in the bum, so I'm not connected to the aircraft. So here we go now. So I'm closing in on where I flew today, just mapping out my flight, so I'm in the rough area. I prefer to work in satellite, so I'll change to satellite. Not quite at my fly zone, there it is. So I'm going to get to my fly zone, there we are. I did this surprisingly quickly today. So you click on the squiggle, then you just set your waypoints. That's my first waypoint. Basically just set your own flight path. And today I want to go around St Chad's Church, which you can just about see there. And between St Chad's and the Town Hall. So I'm plotting my flight path now. I want it to be at quite a decent height, because I'm on higher ground here. So I want to make sure I'm clearing everything at the back of the church. There's a little bit of wind about today. It wasn't too drastic. It was just a little bit blowy. I didn't want to do a recce flight today. I just wanted to get on with this. Because I finished work, I had to go out and run a few chores, do a bit of shopping, mundane, everyday stuff. And so just bring it back round to near myself, to near the home point, would be. So now my gimbal, I'm setting that to face POI, because my POI is going to be the Town Hall. You can see there, I've marked out my POI already, the point of interest. There you go. Now the height on the POI is where the gimbal will film. And I want it to film quite low, so I just set it very low. Probably too low. I think I went to 0. I should have gone to about 30, 40 feet. And then I've got the whole building in, because you can see there's a little bit where I miss out a little bit at the Town Hall, but it's not vital, you know. It's still part of the learning curve, but I was quite happy with this. So I did this morning. It's beautifully sunny outside, but I had stuff to do, I had work to do, so I'm champing at the bit to get going. So I saved it. That was pretty much it. So now I'm putting my flight into, yeah, just rename it. It's quite difficult to do. It doesn't always seem to want to do it, but I managed to do it, and then just bang a name on it. As long as I know which flight it is, that's all that's important. Town Hall, nice and easy. There you go. So that's saved. And the theory behind that is when I get to the Town Hall itself, I can just click straight on it and load it up, which is what I did here. For some reason I stretched that one off, the last waypoint. I'm not sure how that happened. It must have been my sausage fingers again, because I've got big clunky fingers. cricket gloves, as my mate calls them. But I didn't notice that till I was in flight. So ready to go. Up we go. Press record on the RC2, so it's all recording on the drone. But I now cut recording at the end. There's no point in filming returns at home, it's boring. You know, there's nothing much to see when all it's doing is zipping back to the home point. So here we're just following the drone's course again. I'm watching the bottom corner and it turns beautifully there. That's perfect. I think I let out a little whoop of joy at this point. That's the shot I want. That's my money shot, if you pardon the phrase. That's exactly what I wanted. Because I've been wanting to do these flights, you know, pretty much since I started flying drones about a year and a half ago. And now I've got it, you know. The closest I got, I tried to do a circle in a previous video of St. Chad's, but I bottled it because I wasn't sure what was going on behind. So I bottled it and returned to home. Well, no, I didn't return to home, just flew it back myself. But this is exactly what I wanted. It's just what I had in mind. So I'm really pleased with this at the moment. And as you can see from the bottom left, just drifting around, lovely, nice. And there's no point in these, for me anyway, it's your own personal preference I suppose, but I think a nice sort of steady walking pace gives it a lot more of a dream, not a dreamy feel, a bit more like you're sort of floating through space feel. Some people whiz these, and for me they don't look that good. If you're flying over some sort of, you know, modern industrial estate, yeah, fine, or some exciting valley. But this is sort of great, graceful Gothic Victorian buildings, so I'm just following the drone here. This was the bit I was most worried about, coming behind St. Chad's. I could just about see it with the naked eye, just about over the top of the church. But it was a speck. So I knew that I was okay. And this is what I mean about, you know, about the height of, you can see there the shot in the bottom corner. It's not quite all in screen until it pulls back. Now it's starting to pull back, up back towards where I am. And this is where I noticed. But it still went to Manchester Road anyway. So even though I pulled back the last waypoint, because as soon as you install your pre-plug on flight, that's the flight it's going to take, regardless of what you do. If you wiggle it around, it won't do anything. And if you want to kill it, you just cut the flight and return to home. Just press the A button at the side with the arrow if you're in trouble or something, and return to home. And cancel your waypoint flight. But it was going so well, I just wanted to leave it. It was still beautiful. And even drifting away now, drifting away over Broadfield School, it's still focused. That's a great shot, the town hall. It's still just focused on the town hall, on the point of interest. And we're just rolling up towards the end of the flight now, so not really great more less to explain, but it was just a good fly. It was something I've been longing, so now new challenges await. This is the exact reason why I wanted to get on top of the waypoint thing. So I might as well leave it there, and I'll thank you all for watching. I hope this is useful to you, or enjoyable. Okay, TTFN. Bye. Yeah, only me again. They're just saying, hey, we're just rolling on still. And we're just getting out towards the last waypoint. But even this was quite a decent shot of the Rochdale skyline of the Seven Sisters Flats where I live. And looking down Manchester Road. It's quite a decent shot. That came out quite well. Even though I don't like flying over roads, because if you come down over a road, then you've got all manner of a problem. Especially if you land on someone's car, even though I've got insurance. You just don't want it to happen, do you? And plus, your drone will be smashed to absolute smithereens. Because some evil people don't like drones. So we got to the end here. Return to home kicks in, as you can see in the bottom left, but the recording stopped. All in all, a very nice afternoon's flight. I was really happy with this. I was very happy to see the drone come back safe and sound, because when you send it off around up around the trees, or up and around the houses, you just don't know. Anything can happen. Because the drone's flying itself, it's following your orders. Here we go. It always looks like it's going to land on the statue here. So I had to cut it out and bring it in myself. It shouldn't do though, because obstacle avoidance should work. Okay, so I'm going to thank you again, and I hope it's been of some use to you, or some enjoyment. So ta-ra. See you on next one. Whatever that might be. Bye-bye.